Hello everybody, my name is IDOM, and these are just some things that I thought I should point out about the GT Sport E3 conference. I waited on this video so I didn't have to make multiple since the information was going to be released over the course of the last couple of days or so, and they finally just got the last bit of info out today, which I'm hoping is the last bit of info since I'm making this video now, but I'm 99% sure it's going to be. I'm not going to upload photos of these items or anything since there's just too many to show and I wouldn't be able to keep up on them while I'm making the video and commentating and all that. So I'm not going to worry about that. I will have a link in the description to where you can see all the photos and all the updates and everything. It's just going to be GT Planet. I'm sure most of you are very aware with that, but it's going to be to both the GT Planet website itself and the forum in which all of these vehicles, tracks, and everything are displayed. And the forums, you probably have to dig quite a way, especially in the car list. You have to go to the last 3 pages of the forums, possibly even 4 now that I mentioned this. But aside from that, let's just get started with everything. The first thing I'd like to cover are the cars that I noticed. So the first one being a Lexus GS 500, I think, or a GSF maybe. No one noticed this in the forum, and I can't post in there because for some reason I am banned. I have no idea why. And then there was an R35 rally car, a Beetle, which we only saw the GT3 car specifically, but I venture to guess there's going to be a Group 4, probably a rally car, probably a base model, most likely. There was also an A45 AMG rally car and a Group 4, I think. I don't remember for sure if there's a Group 4 or the A45, but that car's already been in the game, so I'm not going to talk too much about that one. What was really cool, which one of my subscribers did point out, was an Audi S1 Quattro Pikes Peak. Or possibly, I don't remember what it was. I think it was just Audi Quattro. I don't know too much about those. Yeah, that was pointed out, which was super cool to see, which this is the first older car announced for the game. The Focus ST Rally car was drifting, which we've seen that before, but I'll get back to the drifting part later, which means basically it was all-wheel drive, which means that possibly even the Mustang is probably going to be all-wheel drive, which is pretty cool. Subaru STI Group 4, as well as various other Group 4 cars, which is pretty cool in itself, because that's a great indication that there will be a ton of cars available, making quite the variety of cars in Group 4 races, which really just, I mean, it pretty much just keeps a variety, and just keeps it more interesting and realistic, honestly. There's a Mazda 6 GT3 car, which is pretty cool for me because I'm a Mazda guy, and I was hoping that car would make it into the game. It's a pretty good looking car. Let's see what else there was. There was also a 2016 Renault Clio, Peugeot RCZ, which was also shown as a GT3 car, I believe. A Bugatti Veyron, it was the facelifted one, which is pretty cool. No other news on anything else. I think there was a GT3 version of it spotted, I'm not sure. There was a Citroen GT, there was an NSX rally car, next to, or not next to, but it was like behind the Pikes Peak rally car, which is pretty cool, which, I don't know. It's really weird seeing an NSX as a rally car, which kind of goes to the R35, like an R35 isn't the typical rally car, which I'm kind of hoping that means that a lot of cars will be available for rally car modifications, which is pretty cool. Also, I'd like to point out some of the tracks that were announced or seen. There's going to be... They also announced that there's going to be 19 locations and 27 overall layouts across the 19 tracks. The new tracks announced and seen at E3 include Bathurst in Australia and Suzuka in Japan. Both have been in previous Gran Turismos. Gran Turismo 6 was the first, I want to say, to feature Bathurst, and Suzuka is pretty common in Gran Turismo and really any racing game. That's all we got for real life tracks for E3, and then there's some fictionary ones like Lake. I'm not even sure how you say this, but it's spelled Maggiore, probably Maggiore. I'm guessing it's in France or something. I don't know. Let's see. Well, I guess that's the only other new fictional track. So, yeah, 3 tracks were unveiled at E3, which leaves us with 17 tracks announced, and it's pretty exciting considering there's 2 more left out, one of them being Interlagos, I'm guessing because Polyphony Digital, however you want to say that, was spotted at the track. I think they were scanning it, I'm not too sure what they were doing, but they also have the license for Pikes Peak, which makes a lot of sense to add Pikes Peak into the game, considering they have Pikes Peak cars now. So I'm guessing those are going to be the 2 tracks that are going to be confirmed later on in the game. But yeah, 19 tracks at release. Let's see, some new features that were noticed or unseen. Some of you might not have seen them. I noticed one that was pretty interesting. I haven't seen it discussed at any of on any of the forums or on GT Planet at all, which was the Focus ST drifting, and it wasn't drifting on dirt, snow, which also has yet to be announced, which I'm hoping they do announce that soon. It wasn't drifting on anything loose, gravel, or nothing. It was drifting on pavement at Northern Isle Speedway, which kind of looked like Toyota Irwindale. If you've ever seen like Formula D, that's their final segment, and Formula D is Irwindale. They drift through a road course on track, which is really interesting to see that. That kind of looks like it's like a Gymkhana or rallycross style of racing. I hope they show us more of that later on, but aside from that, there's speculation that it was just aesthetic, but a usable drone was spotted in the trailer. You probably saw it. It was, I think, right before you saw the helicopter. I'm not sure. It was on a rally track, and it was also on Group 4 race, like little preview thing, which is pretty cool. People have been asking for that a lot in the forums lately, which PD has been following. They have been looking at the forums and everything, so aside from that, there were foggy conditions. You probably noticed that. That was pretty noticeable in the trailer. PD did announce or I guess confirm, that those conditions were going to be in-game, and that's just one of the options for weather in the track, which is pretty cool. Still have yet to see rain in-game or announced, so hopefully they add that. Let's see what else there was. Okay. Last thing, which was pretty exciting for me, was the livery editor. Now, the livery editor was removed from the beta, which kind of concerned me because I didn't know if they were going to add it back or if it was just permanently gone. They scratched the idea, I'm not sure, but there were screenshots of it being used, and it was on a Porsche GT3 RS, and they were using primitive shapes to make their own design, which is pretty cool because before all we could see was people using, you know, logos and whatnot. So they're now primitive shapes confirmed and logos. Aside from that, that's pretty much all there is for tracks and features and whatnot, and cars. But I'd also like to add that there may be another beta. Kazunori Yamauchi himself announced, well, not announced, but said there may be another beta launching in August or so, with full access to every aspect of GT Sport. Sorry, so be aware of a sign up soon. So everybody missed the sign up for this game. Like, it wasn't a big deal. Like, it wasn't really announced or anything. It was just like, oh, hey, well, there's kind of a sign up if you want to look at it, you know, whatever. But no, I would keep an eye out for a sign up on this one, because a lot of people missed the sign up for this beta right here. And it really kind of sucks because you can't get it anymore. And it's been going on forever. I don't know why you can't still sign up for it or get in. So that's beside the point. Keep an eye out for that beta sign up. It'll have everything in GT Sport. You can play Escapes, I'd imagine. VR maybe. I hope we can get some VR hands-on. I'd like to see what that's all about, see how it runs and whatnot. And this beta will, in fact, end after 1 or 2 updates, he said. I'm not sure how long that's going to be or how long after the updates, but he said 1 to 2 updates. So it could be shortly, it could be the next month and a half, could be the next 2 months. I don't know. But it seems like this beta, which is probably the world's longest lasting beta, is probably coming to an end soon. So hopefully I can get some more content out there before it ends. It's probably going to be... my content's probably going to be slowing down quite a bit here soon because of there's just not really been any updates. I'll definitely be covering updates. You guys know that. I'll definitely be covering updates as soon as they come out. As soon as I get that update, download the update, and get on, I'm just going to do a live reaction to the update, see how many things I can spot. Same thing I did with 106. And yeah, that's basically all I have for this video. Hopefully more news drops soon on updates or new features in the game, and I'll get you guys updated on all of those. But as always, I like to keep you guys updated on everything that I find out and everything that I can tell you about. So yeah, have a good one.